Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the World of Otium server. So, I'm going to be taking a break from my area. I'm still in the process of designing the buildings and whatnot for the human area. However, I did get a design done for a skyscraper over here in the modern area, which is being coordinated by Nerd. So, if we come over here, try not to look over there. I know he's been doing that on stream, but that's over there is what Mad Dog is currently working on. But this right here, this is going to be our skyscraper. I know it doesn't look like much right now, especially considering that, it's just pretty much just sand and a square. And it is definitely not going to be square at all. The base isn't square. The actual skyscraper isn't going to be square. I decided to challenge myself a little bit. I'm like, all the skyscrapers I see out there, they very, very, very square, rectangular, and all that wonderful stuff. So I decided to challenge myself. And I chose a design that will definitely be different. So I wanted to bring you guys in at the very beginning to show you this wonderful, wonderful rectangle before I actually got started building. So I am going to get to work, and then once I get some progress done here on the base, I will be right back with you guys. So I've got the exterior of the first floor all done. It is a combination of the light gray concrete and the regular gray concrete and then white glass. Now, some of the glass, it's glass panes, and then these ones, like the ones in the corners, these ones are full blocks because the panes wouldn't connect. And then we have this entrance here. Kind of took inspiration from Nerd's skyscraper over there. I really liked having, like the entranceway. And the inspiration for this build is and I apologize, I am probably still going to butcher it. I actually had the Penguin Lord send me a sound clip of how to pronounce this, but it's the Commerzbank in Germany. So that is the inspiration for this. I really like the concept of the skyscraper. Granted, this is going to be an inspiration build. It's not going to be an exact replica because it's a little bit complicated, especially to try to build not to scale in in Minecraft. But this right here, this is the interior. We've got the spruce planks as the floor. I thought the spruce I'm popping off torches. We don't want that. The spruce went really well with the grays for the terracotta, or no, concrete, not terracotta, the concrete. And so that's what I decided to go ahead and use on these. Now, the upper part of the skyscrapers is going to be white concrete, and so I am actually going to use oak for the floors on, in the rest of the actual skyscraper. But let's go over this way. So it's not just a rectangle on the bottom. Granted, the back three, they do have pretty much solid, solid all the way across. There's no deviation. So the back looks, relatively plain. But the front, there is definitely a lot more deviation from just your solid, solid equilateral. No, not equilateral. Parallelogram. There we go. And so it comes in just a little bit, and then it comes out here, and then it dips in for where the entrance is, and then comes back out, and then wraps back around to come up with the straight edge there. So definitely super happy with the way that that this part came out. Not 100% sure what I am going to do with the interior, especially since the windows don't necessarily line up, except for so like that side and that side they line up, but that side and that side they do not. So not 100% sure what I am going to do in terms of the interior, but like I said, it'll also depend on what the function of this particular skyscraper is going to be. I know in this area, Nerd was planning on putting like a storage area. And so I don't know if he has plans to build said storage area or if we were going to be using one of the ones that we built. Because like, Mad Dog has his over there. I have mine over here. That's the squid farm. And so I don't know, storage area somewhere will be somewhere in this area, just not sure as to where. But I am going to continue working on the skyscraper, so the upper towers and stuff. And then once I get some more progress done, I will be right back with you guys. Alright, I have made some progress. Ta-da! We have towers! So there's going to be three towers, and it kind of creates a triangle shape. And there's going to be, floors that are next to, that go from tower to tower. And then in between takes, I decided to try Optifine. I don't remember what the version was, but it was the most recent one as of the this recording. And I came in and everything looked fine. I had connected textures, everything was fantastic. But then all of a sudden I started getting shot by arrows. And I could not see the skeleton. And then a creeper blew up. I was like, oh no. There was no creeper. There's no mobs. I do not see any mobs. Where are the mobs? And so I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and log out and I'll log back in. Maybe it was just a loading glitch. Well, they still weren't there. And it blew up again. And first time it was my building. Second time it was Nerd's Road. So Nerd, I tried to fix it the best that I could. I did have to steal some carpets from over there. So if you're watching this, I'm really sorry, but I don't have any wool that's that color. So you're gonna have to replace some carpets over there. But I did put a new jack-o'-lantern underneath, and so that it's all lit up just like it was everywhere else. But these are the towers, and unfortunately we're going to have to look at it with non-connected textures because I want to survive. So I'm gonna have to, I'll have to keep an eye on Optifine and see when they put out the next update. Cause yeah, I can't have creepers blowing stuff up, especially if it's not, not my build. Yeah, so this tower right here, this is 100 blocks tall. The center tower here, that's 105, and then this one is 110. There will be more stuff in there, but let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on here. So here are the insides. These entrances are kind of temporary for right now. They're just so that I can get in, because I'm not going to really be able to do anything with these until I actually start getting the windows put in between the towers. But yeah, so these are the towers. These are going to be what are going to allow you to go up and down. The one with the actual water elevator is this one right here. This one had a nice flat back to it. And there is going to be a floor here, so I know this looks a little funky right now. But these go all the way up to the top. So let's go ahead and shoot all the way up here so I can give you guys an idea of what is going on. So we get up here, whoop, and there we go. Ta-da! So as you can see, there are, the towers are, different heights. So definitely more noticeable from up here. Not so much down there because of the height of these. Now with this isn't going to be the ending. They're not going to stay this way. Granted, this one most likely will, because I think I'm going to do more of like a viewing platform up here on this one. That one is going to have a communication tower on top. So that's definitely going to be a lot taller. I mean, we are sitting at 177 right now. So 177, so 182. That one is 182. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to, I definitely don't think it's going to go all the way up to build height, but it's going to come pretty close. And then over on that one there, I'm thinking about putting one of those water tower type things. I don't know if the one in actual real life has a water tower thingy, but I kind of like having that on top of skyscrapers. So they have, they have a water source in case there is a fire and all of that. I've already got one line done down there. These ones are a little bit more complicated. So there will be another one that comes from this tower over to this one, and then this tower over to that one. And then there's going to be these giant windows at different levels within it, and then open areas, which will actually have trees in. The real life I'm not gonna butcher it. Oh, the real life place actually has, you know, these open areas, and it's designed so that hot air can go in, and or cool air, well, whatever. It takes advantage of the airflow within the area and uses greenery and stuff to help clean the air, and help to heat and cool the building, and it's really really cool. And so I'll definitely put the name of the location in the description. So if you guys want to kind of check out the engineering marvel that it is, then why? Okay, there we go. I'm like, why won't you let me sleep? The engineering marvel that it is, I would definitely suggest it, because it's definitely a really cool concept. The way they planned everything out on this. Granted, it is not the tallest building in the world. However, I think it is definitely one of the coolest ones. So that is going to do it for me today. Well, for this episode, the this is definitely taking a very long time. That yeah, there are lots of concrete, lots of going up and down, and all of that. So this is gonna have to do it. I'll start working on the windows and all of that wonderful stuff for the next episode. So I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. I definitely appreciate seeing new faces here in my little corner of YouTube. And then if you want to be notified as to when I put out additional content, then definitely hit that notification bell. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.